Uh, I hope you are able to see me because I see a buffering thing that's going here on my computer. So no idea whether I'm just confirm Chandra, and if you see me, or if I'm audible, or is there anything that we need to sort out to uh, get this done. Um, okay, you can hear me. All right, that's good. Um, cool, Panvel. Second club. Nice, Chandra. The way we fixed an instant Facebook Live video, and yeah, it's nice to work spontaneously than planning, and but yeah, we need to plan. That's true. Yeah, the series that you are going, I mean, you are doing, that is, you asked me. Let me see my WhatsApp message, the message that you sent me, that um, take a selfie video of yours and brief about your favorite ride memory. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, every day, now I am talking to you guys from South Sudan. I'm on a UN mission. I'm on a UN mission in South Sudan, and as you know, South Sudan is a country which is said to be the youngest country in the world. Got its independence in 2011, and got into a civil war since 2013. Large genocides and massacres have happened here, and the peace is not restored yet. There's no government, and there is a lot of turmoil in this place. Uh, so hence, United Nations have deployed a mission here, and Indian Army and India as such contributes so much towards UN peacekeeping missions for the past 40 years, and yeah, so that's how I am here in UN mission in South Sudan as part of a peacekeeper from Indian Armed Forces. I'm a doctor. I stay in a hospital and take care of the peacekeepers and other emergencies that happen here. Yeah, but yeah, talking to you from South Sudan, the reason why I'm telling you about my place is because one thing is, now it is 9:30 in India and it is 7 p.m. Here in South Sudan, and the other thing is, this country doesn't have a, what to say, a road. The whole country has around 80 kilometers of road, not a metal road, but you know, it is only in the capital city that they have some roads. So as such, for a cyclist, at least for a road cyclist, it is difficult to go out, and also there are security issues at this place that we cannot indulge in outdoor activities and all that. Your restricted movement is restricted. You are in camp. You are in a secure camp with with more than 30,000 refugees and internal displaced people. So it's a different world out here. But I'm lucky that I could get my bicycle here, and no doubt I'm training on a trainer. So uh, so when you ask about memories about rides, so I'm keeping myself happy and happy and alive by the memories that I've created through my rides. So from the day I found my passion till the things that I mean till the time I explored to get better in my passion. So it has left me with so much memories that now at this point of time where um, you don't have much to do in terms of cycling, in terms of races, in terms of exploring places and all that. So it's all about the memories that you rely on to feel nice, and that bank of memories is amazing, uh, that you can always fall upon them, and feel some sort of, I mean, there is some sort of satisfaction, there is some sort of happiness that you get by reliving those memories. So whenever I get a chance to talk about my races, and about my passion and all that, it gives me an opportunity to be there. At such moments, it gives me an opportunity to relive those moments. So that's how I spontaneously told you that okay, we can have a chat right now. So if you ask me, share me one favorite ride. So there are many, and I'm thankful that there are many. But yes, if you want me to pick from race across America or race around Austria, my 2016 race across America, 2017, or my Lake Kanyakumari, or some crazy rides in between 2009 to 2012, like going to Hyderabad, you know, 600 kilometers, 610 kilometers of ride. In the early stages when I just discovered, and such things, many crazy rides, even in Jammu Kashmir, and crazy rides to an extent that I used to do loops of about. There was, I mean, the place where I was posted in Jammu Kashmir had there also you are not allowed to move out. So there was a 2.3 kilometers of a loop. I used to loop that 20 loops, 30 loops, and all that. So the I mean, such crazy rides, and also rides such as exploring places like Chikmagalur, Ooty, uh, and most of the Western Ghats. So all that was fun, and now I feel now more races gives me fun, and I want to be the best in terms of my sport. I mean, I really want to keep working towards it. I know it is, to compete in the world. You really need to work uh, 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 work consistently. So you can't just take it as, you need to live that kind of thing to compete there. So I know if I want to be the best, I really need to put in a lot of hard work consistently, and so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, you guys tell me I mean, which one you want me to talk, or okay, let me talk about my one of my race across America incident, 2017, when I participated in race across America for the second time. So this was a stretch. Uh, it was between the time station 29 and time station 30, which was before reaching Fort Scott. Time station 30 is Fort Scott. So to reach Fort Scott, uh, in 2016, I had a terrible hallucinations, wherein in 2016, even though Fort Scott, from time station 29 to time station 30, um, is is around 80 miles. It's around 75 to 80 miles, and around 128 kilometers. You see, so doing that stretch was really challenging in 2016, wherein I had a lot of hallucinations. I was thinking. My hallucinations were that my crew is telling me to ride in a mall, in a city mall, and I'm going round and round inside the city mall, and I can see all the big transformers as robos. The electric poles and transformers as robos, and I could see people lying on the ground. There were no, I mean, it's all visual hallucinations. So I could see people lying on the ground with sleeping bags and all that. So that was a terrible experience in 2016 RAM, where in this stretch, that is between time station 29 and time station 30. So so that fear, which that did have an impact, and it was in my subconscious mind, even when I'm here in 2017. So I had this fear of Fort Scott is tough, man. I mean, it's really tough. It was just running through my mind, and I was not in 2017. As you know, the till time station till the first 30 hours of the race, that is till time station 11 Flagstaff. I was doing good. I'm sorry, till time station 5 Salome. I was doing good. I was uh, I was in the top 10 in the first 24 hours of the race, then succumbed to dehydration by 30th hour of the race. And to get out of the dehydration from time station 11 to this time station, that is time station 28, 29, it did take a lot of time, and did test me a lot. So with all that, when I reached time station 29, so I knew that because of my past experience of Fort Scott hallucinations and all that. So I no this time, I I I told myself that I don't want to be in that kind of situation again. So I just want to ride hard. And your time station 30 comes at around maybe on the third day or fourth day. Yeah, let me check my and if I get my exact, I can also give you my exact day, where which day was it. Probably it's on the fifth day. When I reached there, when I reached time station 29, it was around 4 or early morning. It was early in the morning, and I told myself that. Uh, and yeah, I should do something different. I should come out of this fear. So keeping that in mind, what I did was I asked my crew, um, uh, guys, tell me, see, in Race Across America, there are 50, 55, 54 time stations. Every time station, they time the time taken by a rider to ride from one time station to another time station. So that is considered as the time taken by this rider to complete this time station is this much, and there is a leaderboard created. So I asked my crew, you tell me. I just asked my crew, tell me which rider has topped this time station. So we just started off from time station 29. This was running in my mind. I did not tell my uh, crew that what is happening to me, but I just asked them, like, to let me know as to what is the timing of the best guy doing this stretch. So it was one of the rider from Austria. Patrick Gruner, I think his name is Patrick Gruner. So they said he did it in 17.5 miles per hour. So 17.5 miles per hour was the time taken by this guy to finish the stretch. So I did not tell my crew what I'm going to do. So what I did was right from that moment, I told myself that, man, I'm going to do some. I'm going to give my 100%. The thing that were running in my mind, the emotions that were running in my mind were, uh, my crew is giving 100%. My crew is doing so much. What is it that in return that I am going to do? What kind of commitment, or what kind of how can I make I mean, how can I treat my crew? The only way that I can treat my crew is by doing giving the best, being on the saddle, riding strong. So these are the things that were that was running. I did not tell my crew all this. So instantaneously, I told myself, man, I'm going to give my best, give my 100% to this stretch. So race across America, no doubt it's a 5,000-kilometer race. There is so much of emotions that run through in every stretch. There is so much of emotions from one time station to another time station. Sometimes you are on the top of the mood, sometimes you're very low, sometimes you are in the half of the time station you do good, the other half, it is very fluctuating. It's so difficult to handle emotions, to handle your thoughts, to keep the motivation high. And at least for me, I'm talking, I'm not generalizing. So it is what I have been through. So it keeps varying. So what I went through, as I told you, that the moment I got this data that this is the guy who has stopped this time station, I told myself, man, I'm going to get the monster out of me. So that was the feeling that I'm going to tell. I'm going to ride as strong as I can. So I tried to get out of the saddle and start pedaling. Start pedaling. Maybe I am at my um, uh, maybe so more than my lactate threshold, or above my lactate threshold. I was riding. I didn't have heart rate monitors and all that at that time, but when I look back, I was riding at my maximum. I was above my lactate threshold, so that's what I can say. That I was going crazy because I was pedaling so hard out of my saddle for the whole 80 miles. That is 120 kilometers from 8 centers. That is time station 29 to time station 30, Fort Scott. So I was I did get out the monster out of me. So my crew was going crazy about it, as to what happened to this guy, man. Why is he driving like this? So initially they thought, okay, this will settle down, but they then noticed that this guy is going crazy in terms of he's so they used to, I mean, they were very concerned as to this guy should not crash, or this guy should not get into any kind of uh, issues after such ride. So uh, but what happened was, I kept on going. I kept on going, riding stronger and stronger. And even if you see, the total distance of the time station is 60 miles. It's not 80 miles. It is exactly 60 miles. So I have the data now with me. So the I had ridden 1,778 miles, and I was left with 1,290 miles, so 1,300 miles. So that time station which I'm talking about, Fort Scott, was 60 miles, and the whole 60 miles I was I was off the saddle, and I'm just gulping the nutrition and the hydration that is offered by my crew, and they can see that they could sense that this guy I mean, he's in a different zone, So when you're riding so crazy, your crew is one thing is your crew is concerned. But even though my crew was concerned, my crew chief did not tell me, "Man, stop this craziness, stop this, and just try to get back to sanity." He didn't do that. Chris and others, they just kept on motivating. So they understood, okay, this guy is in a different zone. Okay, let's keep him safe, and let's keep giving him the nutrition that he requires. So they kept on doing that, uh, and we did make up a lot of time. And but at the end, when I reached Fort Scott, I was greeted by Fort Scott time station. Adam Nashville and his family, they are amazing Ram followers, Ram fans. And you could see Adam with the national flag, he waving at Fort Scott with the national flag, with our national flag. So I did get emotional about it, and then we stopped. I have video. I can share the video later of that incident. Chris did take a video of that where Adam is waving the national flag. I stopped that crazy ride to him. I hug him. Then Chris comes out of the follow vehicle and said, "Man, what happened to you?" The first thing that I asked Chris was, "Chris, how much did I clock in this time station?" So he said, "Man, you are the second overall in this time station." I asked him how many miles, Chris. So he said, "You have clocked 17 point. You took 17.33. You average 17.3 miles per hour, so which is even better than Strasser in that stretch. But yes, Patrick Gruner did it in 19.2 miles per hour, but I did it in 17.3. So in the on the leaderboard time station arrival data, so I did top. I was the second best. It was my second best time. So I felt very accomplished. I did. Then Chris was very curious as to, "Man, what happened? Why were you riding like that?" I said, "Chris, it's for you guys, man." So I did get emotional with Chris. I said, "Yeah, I could see tears rolling down from Chris, and also for me, because the emotion that I was going through is." Man, when my crew can give their 100%, they can when they can give their energy, time, resources, just for me to be at the at the finish line, and with the fear that with the haunting fear of the previous year, that is of the sports court hallucinations and all that. So that prompted me, and I told Chris, "Man, this I did it for my crew. This is for my crew." So Chris and me were in a different zone at that point when we stopped at Adam Asheville's place at Fort Scott. And after that, after 2 hours was my sleep break. So they were worried as to how will this guy cope, but I was okay, and I did go to the next time station. I mean, before the time reaching time station 31, I had to take a sleep break. So this was the exact time. So I left time station at. I arrived this time station somewhere in the not afternoon. Um, yeah, somewhere around 10 o'clock, 10:40 or so. It was pretty hot, but okay. Uh, yeah, um, I remember starting at somewhere around somewhere early in the morning, and then reaching this time station at around 10:40. So in the morning. With 17 miles per hour. That was one memorable ride, wherein for me and also for my crew. So why I chose this ride is to share it with you. The learning points are for me at that point was you can really you can really make use of your emotions in a very positive manner. You can use those emotions to dig deeper into your own potential. No doubt you need to be safe, and you need to you need to be calculative, but you need to be crazy also. Only then you can make use of that zone. And I mean, you can really be in that zone only when you should let it go. You should let the monster out. That kind of a feeling. So uh, yeah, so it was around 6:30, I think. Yeah, now I have the data. 6:30 I left, and by 7:30 in the morning. No, 7:37 in the morning, and I reached time station 30 at 10 10:40, I guess, 10:30 or 10:40. So I have many such experiences, to talk about, and many learning that I can deduct from these rides. But yes, so as far as Fort Scott was concerned, it uh, it tells me that if you can make use of your emotions to dig deeper, it can really work. And I did use that kind of a thing even in race around Austria, where we were struggling, and I tried to do the same. But yeah, I mean, not circumstances are different, uh, but yes, it's a different zone to be. So you really like. I mean, my crew keeps telling me about this thing, that man, if you ride like this, the whole entire race, you could you could have a chance to win the race. Race across America. So yeah, but Race Across America is all about being efficient, and it's not that one particular um, you know crazy stretch that you smash it and you will sail through. But yes, um, you need to be efficient, and you need to um, you need to be faster, and efficient and balanced, and control more control of your emotions, more training and all that. That's all that I have, if for this chat. But yeah, I can share many such things, many such rides with you guys, if you wish to, and also give you the learnings that I went through. You can also see if you can apply those in your rides, and endurance rides, and anywhere that I mean, anywhere where you can make use of all these. I know some or the other way it would make a small change in your journey, but yeah, my intention is to uh, give you the right perspective as to what went through in my mind, and the learnings that I make use even now through my rides. So yeah, it's nice, Shekhar, to give me an opportunity to share a brief about my favorite ride memory. As I told you, there are many, but yeah, it's up to you guys. Whenever you tell me to talk, I can keep talking uh, about my race experiences and other ride experiences. So, you want to ask anything, guys? You can, um, you can um, put up a message, send me a direct message, or we can do that. So we end the video here. Thanks, guys, and uh, so I mean, is there anything that you want to know? I mean, you can also type a chat or or we can end here. Chandrasekhar, you uh, shall we end the video here? Okay, I think you